right here now into our nature immersion container. This beautiful, sweet, intimate experience we're moving through together. Continuing to feel God's holy, sacred hand guiding us, protecting us, being with us, speaking to us through our experiences and nature, through God's creation. I know each of you have had your own beautiful, enriching experience in nature before this course, during this course, and as time goes on, you'll continue to have these beautiful connections and guidances from God, from the insects, from the birds, from the animals, from the plants, from each other. So I'm honoring that within your human nature and honoring God's creation as nature is what we are made from too. And I honor the holy sacred wild in you. And I know you honor the holy sacred wild in me as well. Connect your palms together. Well, Kristen, please don't connect your palms together while I'm driving. And I know you wouldn't.
Considered it.
Jesus has the wheel. Begin to rub your palms together. You're so grateful for the primordial fire that lives forever within Source and Spirit, within the earth, within us. We honor the fire. We honor the transformation. We honor the process. And then slowly bringing your palms apart. Feeling the energy in between your hands and your palms, recognizing this heat and this fire and this flame is you and is of God and Source and of Sun, of fire. And then if you feel good to do so, just bring your hands to your arms, to your legs, and gently bring that fire into your body, into the land that you are. Recognizing that the land is our kin. The land is what we come from the clay, from the ash, from the breath. Thank you, land. Thank you, body. Thank you, soil. Begin to just waft the air and the space around you. Bringing in the wind to gently blow away any of those stagnancies and cobwebs, bringing in refreshed, renewed energy, You can even just wipe your hands on your arms or your legs. It's a gentle breeze clearing away any debris. And then invite the waters to come in. Imagine a pond or a pool, the ocean. Imagine waters, crystal clear, pure waters in front of you, and you're reaching down and splashing the water on your face, on your skin, on your aura, on your body. Or imagine the rain just coming down on top of you and watering your body, watering your lands, watering your spirit. And then reaching your arms up, opening your heart and your body and your land to the sun, gathering in the warmth, the light, the illumination that's going to create nutrients for your roots, for those beautiful seeds that we have planted in our lands. Lower your arms down, wrap your arms around your body. Just give that land, those seeds, some nurturing care. Trusting in the sun, trusting in the land, trusting in the seeds to grow. Nurturing the lands and those seeds, those intentions. Bring your palms back together into your heart, bringing your awareness into your heart space, full of gratitude for all of the elementals that contribute to your growth, to the nourishment of your spirit and your body. We're going to tune in with the tone of our root chakra, the Lam. The mudra is the prana mudra, pinky and ring connected to your thumb, index finger and middle fingers extended. Just sit with your hands comfortably. Full breath in. Again, thank you for being here with me, with the sacredness of our container. So, entering our space together, we were contemplating and just sharing about our experience and expression and interpretations of the autumn season. And I appreciate these transition periods, you know, these in-between periods. And in our nature immersion, my intention, other than, you know, being here to be of service and to trust and follow God's inspiration and clarity through nature, is to remind us of the cohesiveness of nature, of the rhythms, of the patterns, of the elementals and the animals and the insects. And that leads me and continues to bring me to holistic elements. And so before we continue diving in, an invitation is to contemplate on what does holistic elements mean to you through your nature immersion experience. And you know, that can be something you continue to contemplate and weave in. If there's anything specific coming through right now, we can share that, and we can continue to move on, and we're going to continue to share as well. Something I learned in one of my Merchant Mermaid courses was about the God's law. And the acronym was spelled out, LAW, and then it was written beside it as it is on the screen right here, land, air, and water. And when I read that, I was like, this makes sense, you know. And it landed in my awareness as very ancestral, primordial, sacred, and of absolute truth for me as well. And it aligned with how I viewed the earth already, and how I viewed God's law already, and I began to contemplate, you know, as I know, but as y'all have too, about, you know, God, the absolute. There aren't many absolutes or constants within life. You know, we hear that, you know, things all are constantly changing, and that is the consistency, is the change, right? And there are God's laws which are consistent, you know, as in the sun rising every day. We talked about that last week, you know, like the sun rising every day. That's God's law. You know, the rain coming down from the clouds, that's God's law. The rivers, the oceans, the tides, the moon rising and influencing the tides, those are God's laws. And when we submerge ourselves in nature, we remember that. And it makes so much sense too. And then also, fire is God's law, that primordial spirit, that forever fire that sparks all of life. And which is God's Holy Spirit in flame. And as we were contemplating and speaking on autumn as we arrived here, even though we are in this, kind of uncertain transition with autumn, that between, I love it. I love it. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. It's so mysterious. It truly is, like the Scorpio energy is what I feel. Just, that kind of lurking underneath the rocks and the leaves. And so within those uncertainties, we have certainty in God's law. And God's law is our inheritance. And Nature Immersion shares that with us too. When we really begin to pay attention to animals, especially the ones that are in our lives every day. The squirrels, the cardinals, the crows, the vultures, the hawks, the spiders, the animals we see every day. That's God's law too. That's part of this beautiful plan, this beautiful, the beautiful web of how we are in relationship with God's law every day, with our inheritance every day. So, as we continue to dance with this autumn energy, we're integrating in this experience as well, which is, I believe, even though autumn is like this it's between as it's, we're aligning with what's to come and shedding, what's time to let go of. We're preparing essentially for next summer, by this point as well, with that energetic, we've been in our summer, we've shined, we had all of our blossoms that were so beautiful, all of our fruits, energetically, metaphysically, literally. And so this time next year, we will have experienced the fruits and the flowers and all the things due to this threshold space, What did we choose to embody, and what did we choose to let go? And this is why having our animal guides is so supportive. Because they are here to guide us. In nature, they are the epitome of how to live in harmony with the rhythm, with life, with the cycle. Opening up the floor to anyone who feels inspired to share about any animals, insects, birds, frogs, turtles, any whispers, any insights about any of these beautiful creatures that have been visiting you over this past week.
Well, you saw my video of the praying mantis.
Yes.
That was while I was on a date with Liam in the park, and it was on my shoe.
Wow.
And gosh, it was so big. And that was the main animal that came through.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is like, so we have our land animals and the mammals, and the insects and the birds and the reptiles and the turtles. What do you feel is like the insects' domain? Or like what is their like what portal are they keeping? Like what threshold are they kind of guarding or teaching us about?
I feel like the underworld.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Because they're just like so cold, and their insides are on their outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. Interesting creatures. Mm-hmm. Was there anything about the mantis that kind of related to a certain experience that you're having, or did it bring forth any other insight, or was there something that the mantis you feel like was specifically sharing with you or has shared with you since then?
It felt just like this, like, I mean, just feeling into it. It felt like a deep knowing that I sometimes ignore. Was like just presenting itself in that form to remind me of this like deeper wisdom that's always with me, and I just play sometimes as a human and pretend to forget it, and so yeah, that's what came through.
I love that. And that's so the mantis. Precise, direct. I like it so like present, and
Yeah.
and just knowing. I'm getting my charger. One momento. Yeah, when I feel into the mantis, I definitely feel this. Like the mantis knows whatever it knows, and that goes to like it's even how it gathers its nutrition. It's just so like honed in and focused, and just has such a accurate precision rate. Like it knows it's going to get its meal. Like the mantis does not second guess it himself, at all. So I love that. Beautiful. I love the mantis. Kristen, is there anything you choose to share? Are you able to share? You feel good to share? Oh, Giddy.
I don't have any necessarily animals that have come forward for me. I've been indoors quite a bit this past week, but just kind of considering more about the owl, the barn owl specifically, and the oyster shell that came forward, I think has been more prominent in my mind, and just kind of considering all of the uniqueness of the owl.
Yeah.
And how it's able to like turn its head all the way around, and specifically the barn owl like screeches. It doesn't hoot. It has this like very like underworld kind of screech. and it is a very like it's awake at night kind of opposition, similar to with the insects being having their skeletal system on the outside, and them hunting and being more alive at night, things like that. It's been something that's been on my mind more so.
So what, it seems obvious, and but what do you think the owl being able to see 360, like what does that mean to you?
I think it really conveys this ability to like see everything from every angle. Like anything that you have a viewpoint on or an opinion on is still, usually we have one viewpoint of it, maybe two, depending on how much life we've lived. But like generally we're viewing something from a very singular position. And the owl being able to view that way, and even just like, it's not just its viewing, it's also its hearing, and its ability to really determine like where something is in space is very precise. And I think the way that reflects in my mind is like the ability to like intuitively decide where things are, when they're for you, when they're not for you, when they're able to really like pinpoint what is their prey and what they're after, and like, so then what is it that I'm after? Like how can I hear and see more clearly to have that decisive action? Yeah.
Thank you, owl.
Thank you, owl.
Yeah, I love that. As you were speaking, I was getting, clarity as well of, seeing in all those directions. And as you shared, seeing, everything and discerning through that insight, that inner knowing, that inner hearing, right? As you shared. And wow, that's a beautiful way to embrace the owl medicine.
Yes. Yes, I love the owl.
Thank you. And I appreciate your continuing to commune with the owl. So, the owl did come in as your guide, and the owl may even be your kin. That's something to look into as well. And so the owl is really inviting you to commune with the owl. It feels, so yeah, I always appreciate hearing those new insights and learnings of the owl that you have to share.
Yes, I definitely feel like it's kin. It's come to me in other major transition points in my life.
Right.
For sure.
Yes. All right. Thank you, animals. Thank you, insects. Thank you, reptiles, frogs, turtles, all the creatures of our earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so wise. So wise. Y'all ready to go on a journey?
Yeah.
So, here we are. Experience number 5 in our nature immersion. And literally a threshold point for us too, as we move into the next weeks. And we'll begin with recognizing our sacred directions. Right now you can choose to lay down or stay seated and choose to acknowledge each direction with your body, and if you're laying down, you can, do that with your energy and your heart, and you can just choose to lay down and receive as well. And of course, being seated in a comfortable position is fine too. Holy Spirit, God, Creator of all, thank you for your continuation of protection, provision, clarity, holy sacred truth. Thank you for being with us in our space together in our sacred container of our nature immersion. We invite you in always into our heart, into our body, our mind, our spirit, our speech, our thoughts, our body. Thank you. Thank you for your elementals, your animals, your insects. We are so grateful for your creation. May we always be vessels to hold your wisdom, to receive the guidance of your creation. We acknowledge the east, to our breath, to our spirit, to the winds. You can turn your palms facing out, giving gratitude and blessings and prayers to the east, to our words, to the language, to the thoughts, to the communication. And then turn your palms facing in, receiving your blessings of clear communication, Continuing to allow yourself to be anchored into your moment, into the sacredness of your nature immersion, into the sacredness of this kinship that you have with every being around you. This relationship we have with nature, with our breath, with the wind, with the sun, with the animals, with the plants, with people, with ourselves. Every encounter we have every day is a part of the thread that we are weaving in this beautiful tapestry of our nature connection, of our nature immersion. Remembering that everything that we witness and notice, we are in relationship with, and they too are in relationship with us. It's a two-way path. Everything we encounter is in relationship with us too. Visualize your body as the land. Whatever land appears in your mind's eye, allow yourself to visualize your body as land. Notice your landscape. Notice your body. Notice the terrain. Are there hills? Are there rocks? Is there grass? Are there trees? Is it the desert? Is there an ocean or a river? Just notice what land, what terrain is appearing before you. Witnessing, observing, noticing this land. And as you continue to witness your landscape, if you're not already, and if you feel called and led to do so, begin exploring the land. And notice how you're walking on the land. How are your feet landing on this land? What is your body experiencing? What is your form experiencing? Are you in your human form? Are you in a different form? Looking around, and perhaps you notice more about the land. Are there any specific plants or animals that are revealing themselves to you? Witnessing, noticing, and begin to get a little bit closer to what you're noticing around you. Get a little closer to one of the plants or the trees. Get a little closer to one of the animals if they are there to receive your presence. Or maybe there's an animal that you invite to come to you if you see one. Maybe there's one in the sky. Maybe there's one hidden beneath a leaf or a rock. Maybe there's something in the water that's calling you if your land has water. Just begin to walk around and explore a little bit more in your landscape. And notice what's calling to you the most. What's revealing itself to you the most? As you continue to explore your land, you notice the sky is beginning to shift a little bit. The sun is going down. And ahead of you, you see a flame in the distance. You see a spark. You see something that looks like fire. As the sun continues to go down and you begin to feel called to explore this flame, you begin to journey towards the flame, continuing to observe and witness and notice the land around you. Are there now any animals or plants that are revealing themselves to you as you journey to this fire? As you come to this fire, it's not what you expected. It's a fire that's burning without any obvious fuel, without any obvious wood. This fire looks like fire, and it also looks very different from what you've seen before. You also notice how this fire makes you feel. This fire feels ancient. This fire feels like the fire before your ancestors. This fire feels from the beginning. Notice the uniqueness of this fire. Continue to observe the land around you as you sit with this fire. Are there any animals around you now? Anything particular about the land? There's a question you have in your heart. You're requiring more clarity, insight, more illumination, more truth, more authenticity, more discernment. Yes. As your question begins to come forth more and more and more for your clarity, this is the question to give to the fire without expectation of receiving an answer. The true assimilation of the question and the honoring and the surrendering of this question and the reckoning of knowing only truth lives, as this fire represents the ultimate truth. You can whisper your question into the fire. You can offer it through a gesture. You can visualize yourself writing down this question on a piece of paper and offering it to the ultimate truth. You have gratitude for this surrendering. You have trust. You have peace. You have patience. You have clarity. You lay down on the ground beside the fire, witnessing the fire. You feel so held in this moment, so warm, so protected, so anchored, so restful and peaceful, held by the earth, warmed by the fire, and rocked to sleep by the blanket of the darkness around you. You fall asleep on your land, and in your dreams, you hear the whispers of the wind. You see the ancestors of your land, the animal guides and keepers who have been on the land. You dream of exactly what your land is asking for. You hear the songs of the waters in your dreams on your land. You see with clarity what's required to receive the blessings and the fruits of the land. You are awakened by the rising sun. The fire is still there. You have gratitude for your dreams, for what you learned from the land in your sleep, for what the animals taught you, for what the ancestors shared with you. You begin to make your way back to the way you came in, bowing to the fire for the sacred surrendering. As you begin to leave the fire, continuing to witness the land, and this time as you witness the land, your observance is slightly different. You know the land now. You breathe with the land. You hear the winds. You notice all your guides. You see the relationship of everything. Coming to the edge of your landscape, turning around and witnessing and being in such awe and wonder for this landscape. For everything that came and revealed itself to you. You make your way out of the landscape, And in front of you is a stairwell. And just slowly begin walking up these stairs. Keeping the landscape in your subconscious. Keeping it in that deep inner knowing place. Walking all the way up the staircase. You make your way to a door and you open the door and you step out. In front of you is a big oak tree. The oak tree calls you over. You walk to the oak tree and you have a seat. Place your back against the tree. The tree feels like a friend you've had for a millennium. You feel the support and the instant softening as you rest against the tree. Bringing into your heart space gratitude for the witnessing of your landscape and for your experience you had, for the wisdom gained, the clarity brought. Bringing into your heart space the satisfaction of the surrender you gained by visiting the fire, the ultimate truth. Bring that seed of surrendering into your heart and just wrap it so tenderly. Take a deep breath in. Just notice how your breath feels as it deepens back into the body. Bring your attention to your feet and your toes. Deepening your breath in your body. Bringing your attention to your fingers and your hands. Gathering some movements. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your abdomen, to your belly. Notice the rise and fall of your body as you breathe. Connect your palms together. We'll close our meditation with one Om. Full breath in. Bowing to the wisdom and the truth within. Bowing to the wisdom and truth of God. To the wisdom and truth of nature and all of God's creation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A few questions for a deeper layer of integration of your meditation and your nature immersion experience. And these questions can be applied to your meditation specifically, and to any animal that is calling to you to guide you during your nature immersion experience. So what quality from your animal guide are you being invited to integrate into your life? What quality of your animal guide are you being invited to integrate into your life? And what is the fire illuminating for more clarity in your life? What is the fire illuminating for more clarity in your life? And then one more. What is the land inviting you to feel in your own body? What is the land inviting you to feel in your own body? And then I'll again open up the space for any shares, if you feel led to do so.
That meditation was amazing.
Wow, it truly came forth like in the moment. I had whispers of it today, and the whispers were, I knew it would come forth in, and so, wow, I'm so excited to hear.
Yeah, really, really potent, and yeah, I just still processing and integrating.
Did you feel your landscape was actually like your land of your body, or like the earth?
So the landscape started being like it started being like this like earth, this like little floating, looked like another world earth, and this big, huge, massive tree, like on this little earth ball. There's this huge, massive tree on this little earth ball, but it was all like really glowy and multi-dimensional. And then you're talking about me being the earth, or the land, and my mind wanted to do something, but then I just kind of landed as that and was like, oh, I guess I am this thing, and I'm like inside of it, and then I've got to get ready to go get Nala, but I'm going to be walking around while I talk. So yeah, and then you're talking about like kind of starting to explore your land, and then I like was still one with the land, but I like kind of blopped into this like fluid droplet of me, and I was kind of like a human form, but kind of like a droplet form, but it was also like dancing around in this. This sounds wild, but it is also dancing around in the whole earth thing. The whole world thing that I just described, and it was all fluid and liquidy as well. So my like little bubble of liquid that I was kind of still one with the rest of it, but I was still separate, fluid through it. And then I was just like moving all around, like kind of fast, and just like being this like fluid entity, like one exploring myself in this way. And what am I doing? Okay, I'm going outside. Oh yeah, I'm looking for my shoes. Okay. And then as I'm exploring myself, you're like a little, get a little closer, I guess. And then as I got a little closer, I like ended up at this creek with all these rocks that was kind of in the middle of this canyon. And the first animal I saw was a goat, like one of those mountain goats with the big old
the goat.
Yeah, and who's cool down here? So I saw the goat, and then you're like, is there any other animals around? And I could kind of sense lots of animals around, but they were kind of like popping out at me like little by little. And the scorpion was next. The Scorpio was next. The scorpion was next. And so I felt into that, and then you're talking about exploring your land more, and I like kept going down the creek through this canyon, and little animals are popping out here and there, but nothing that I'm fully remembering in this moment. But then once you got us to the fire, I feel like I'm missing a part of it, but once you got us to the fire, the fire I found was like on the ground, very like low, like very little lit, and it like wanted more fire, and but it had this like special glow about it. It was like a little multi-dimensional too, and I realized I didn't want my fire, and I started breathing my fire into it and breathing it back and just kind of circulating this energy with it, and as I was, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and brighter, and then it just like not blew up, but it just expanded really big.
Wow.
To where it was like probably in this like tunnel shaped 20 foot high, and I was able to just stand right in front of it. Wow. And as I'm standing right in front of it, I'm like, it's not too hot, but it's like just warm enough, and then I see my reflection in it. Wow. And I see my reflection in the fire, and I feel all this deep wisdom, and then I curl up next to the fire to go to sleep, and for some reason I got pulled out of it. Like I've been ignoring the buzzes of my phone, but this one buzz just pulled me out of it, and Nala was texting me, and I got pulled out of it for just a second. I was like, wait, what am I doing? I'm in this meditation. And then I put the phone back down, and I go back in the meditation, and I realized the part that I was missing was like receiving the wisdom from what my land is asking, and you're like coming right out of it, and I was like kind of like like feeling this feeling of just like missing out, you know. And like I messed up. Oh no, I messed up. You know, I missed something, missing out. And then I finished the meditation, which continued to be beautiful. What am I remembering? I'm remembering a snake come through at one point. And I'm not remembering right now how you brought us out of it, but I do. Yeah, I by the end of it, you're talking about bringing this surrender to your heart, and like a lot of the surrender was like being a little upset that I kind of missed that one little part of the meditation, and just surrendering to know that that's just what was meant for me, you know. And it was all part of the medicine, and feeling into the energetics of me talking to Nala in that moment. Yeah, so it's really cool.
Did you hear me call the fire of truth?
Maybe I heard a lot of beautiful things.
Well, I was just curious of what part you were talking about you missed, and so yeah, and I it's all the medicine. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Wow, I love that vision that came in for you. Honoring all those layers and the parts that you're integrating and the parts that you may not obviously remember, but your body and your spirit, you know, all the energies of it are remembered as you said, as you surrendered. So it's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you for channeling that.
Thank you for receiving.
That's great.
Nothing specific. I mean, I was seeing some specific things that were coming to me, and the fire like came in, and the fire that I saw was floating. It was like this floating fire. That was quite interesting to see this floating fire. Thank you so much for being here with me and opening yourself up to the integration of your nature immersion this far. And so this week continued to flow with the journal prompts and the poem, and I can resend those to you so you can have them easily accessible. You know, the poem we began a few weeks ago, and even the questions from last week about with the fire, and then even these questions continue to integrate and contemplate, and I'll get all of that together and have all the questions in one location for you. So before we officially close, I want to take a pause as you're transitioning out of your meditation to go on to the other things. Anchor into your gratitude. Anchor into the wisdom that came forth for you. And we thank you, God. We thank you, primordial flame. We thank you, God's law, the land, the air, and the water. You're so thankful to be in communion with God's creation. May our animal guides continue to bring forth your wisdom to us as we continue in our nature immersion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. I shall see you later.
Thank you, love you, love you, love you.
Thank you. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.